Hello everyone, I'm Day Weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this September 21st, 2024, brought to you by WSR Insurance Services Incorporated and Ag Risk Advisors. Well, this is what we see coming up over the week ahead. We have another western storm system, in fact, a couple of them. So the general trend will be somewhat cooler in the west, and also parts of the Central Rockies and High Plains will see some rain, especially Colorado, Kansas, parts of Nebraska, extreme southern Wyoming, and into parts of the southern Rockies as well. While it will be cooler and we will see some high country snow over the next week, snow levels are going to be high and we don't see that hard freeze yet come into the low elevations. It'll be cooler but not enough to send our growing season to the end. Also, we have the latest La Nina update for you to pass along. Now, in the past week, Montana and Idaho and eastern Oregon, right here, these areas really needed some rain, and they got some, helping out the fires in Idaho, southeastern, east central Oregon, getting some good rain, north central Nevada. And look at Montana and then North Dakota, did very well with the precipitation. Precipitation elsewhere confined to the central and southern Rockies. And also, we have a lot of rain from the Hurricane Francine that came through the south central and southeastern areas of the U.S. The latest drought monitor still shows a lot of drought in southwest Montana, where they did pick up some rain. Northeastern Wyoming, this area here continues to be a real problem area. Systems are passing through but not dropping much rain. And look at Colorado. Moisture there has been much better. We still have these areas of drought here, expanding a little bit in Kansas, but we do see some precipitation coming. In the past week, precipitations look like this when it comes to temperature. You can see where it's been wet, it has been cooler. The central U.S. warmer. When we take a look at what's coming, we're going to have a low pressure system moving near the Four Corners area by this, the making of this video on this Saturday. This is going to head up like this. And what it's going to do along its path is bring areas of rain to this area right here and high country snow. By Tuesday, another low is going to sit back over southwest Utah, and then we're going to see another system come in behind that one. So over the next week, we're going to see good precipitation right here. Parts of Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, down in New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle, some needed precipitation coming here. It's going to be a nice rain. Lighter amounts to the north of the track of the low, then heavier moisture into the Corn Belt and parts of the Great Lakes. Not much going on along the Gulf Coast. Temperature-wise, over the next 7 days, along the path of that low, it's going to be cooler than normal. But as we mentioned, not enough for a freeze. Look at those snow levels getting pretty low into the mountains of Colorado, far southern Wyoming, Yellowstone Park, even the Wasatch. And Uinta's getting a little bit of snow up high with these Pacific systems coming. But the snow levels will stay fairly high, probably through the next week to 10 days. I think we might get through the end of September without a real hard freeze threat, but it is certainly going to trend cooler. The latest La Nina forecast has come out and it hasn't changed. La Nina is going to peak right here between now and January. I think by January it's going to really start to fade, and you can see the blue bars shrinking, the gray bars, a neutral Pacific, growing, even some red showing a weak chance of an El Nino, maybe by spring. What does this mean? Well, with La Nina fading and going away, this is good news for the western United States because it means by mid to late winter and spring, precipitation should increase. But the impacts of La Nina, which is still a dry trend, may hang on for a little bit longer. But the good news is there's good agreement that La Nina, which is a dry pattern for the West, is going to go away by late winter and certainly by spring, and that's good news. Have yourself a good week ahead. Our next update will be the 28th.